This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, welcome to Paradise, Louisiana. We're back here at Severe Bait and Tackle. Let me ask you to join me. This is a historic event. After almost 18 years, this is going to be our first 30-minute show. So be patient with me. I had a hard time getting everything I wanted to say in an hour show. So with a little help from Chris Lecoq and being a little bit better prepared, I hope to get as much as I can in a 30-minute show. Ask me why, I'll tell y'all later. These shows are very important with the social media and everything else going on. It's getting harder and harder to get sponsors. So thank God the ones we've been having for 18 years, some of them sticking with us. So let's make this quick today. Let me tell you what we got coming up. I had the good fortune of riding in a boat with two of the better sac-a-lait fishermen in this state. And I'm talking about Leonard Klein Peter and David Pizzolata. We've fished at Glenn Davis Automotive sac-a-lait tournament. It was out of Bayside, Lake Verret. It was more than just a fishing trip. It was an event to be with these guys, to watch how they fish and how they prepare. They scouted, just like bass fishermen. They went before. David had his spots. Leonard had his spots, and they even made the rounds. We were on 4 Mile Bar. We had to stop at I'm trying to think his name right now. That we made all around Roger Grove's store. They had a fundraiser there, and hundreds of people. If you look at some of this video while we were there, we're going to try to show it to them this morning. It were boats. All the lanterns were full of boats, party barges, everything. People fishing all over the lake, in the canals, from Stephenville to everywhere down right now. The weather was beautiful. The storms were Friday. Everybody was out fishing. The gnats wasn't bad. There was just enough wind to keep you cool. It was just a beautiful day, and people took advantage of it in Falls River. The other thing we got a quick event calendar. We got a quick fishing and the reports coming from both fresh and salt water. So stay tuned for Paradise, Louisiana, and we're going to see how that tournament went from the beginning, getting in the thing at Tacopah Landing, to be at Bayside Marina for the weigh-in.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
Hi, I'm John Jackson, and you know we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana fish fry. My new favorite, the Cajun fish fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana Fish Fry.
Getting ready to go to Sac-A-Lay Tournament, Glenn's Automotive. I hope we can get on them. We're going to do our best. We're going to put Bobby Garlands on them. We're going to put whatever it takes. We don't have live bait. We're going plastic only. But we're going to get after it.
Okay, David, here we are. You're the first man in the water. Tell me what we're fishing. Let me see.
Starting with a 2-inch Bobby Garland blue ice.
Hold it up while I can see it. You got your fingers covered. There it is. All right.
Gonna fish it under the cork about 3.5 feet deep. Using a JB Salters jigging pole, 8-pound test line. Rigged with a weed guard. Got it set.
Let me look at it. Let me see it all rigged.
It's all
Now,
ready.
you made a lie out of me. You told me you had been fishing one with the paddle tail, and this one right here is a straight tail.
Leonard is starting with the paddle tail, 1.5-inch crappie shooter.
Okay.
We're trying to.
If you notice our corks, we're kind of lifting them out of the water about 8 inches to a foot. That's because that bait goes like that, and when it settles, that's normally when they strike, when it's settling. If they like a bait fall, and then we're using about a 1/64 ounce, so it settles real slow. You get 32nd ounce and all, it kind of darts around down there. It's not quite as effective.
Good. Keep them sound bites short. I'm gonna watch these corks a little while. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go.
There we go.
That's number one. Look at he's on his hot spot over there. So you fishing deep at it.
I always start out at 33 inches deep. From here to the joint of this jigging pole is 33 inches. That's how deep I start.
Yeah, get me out of the water.
Another.
Now we got us
That's what we want.
a tournament fish here.
There we go. Let me get the sun. Look. I can't see him sun the wrong way.
That one will make it to the scales.
Yeah, beautiful,
That is
beautiful.
one big husky
You
Sac-A-Lay.
don't want to tell the secret yet.
Huh? Not yet. Secret's coming later.
Oh, sun's the wrong way. There you go. Ooh, look at this. Another big one.
Good. Woo! That's what
Another
we want.
tournament
Yeah,
fish.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
My neighbor Tony, he looked at me and said, "Man, you're crazy. You're about to leave out in this weather." And I said, "Sir, I have a tag fish to go catch."
I won this beautiful boat catching a tag redfish in Venice, Louisiana.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Tell me your name, where you from?
Andre Smith from Shreveville, Louisiana.
Tim Hebert from Shreveville, Louisiana.
My name's Ty. I'm from Thibodeau.
Ty what?
Ty Barbier.
Where you from?
Lindsay Boudreau from Thibodeau.
Dustin Boudreau from Thibodeau, Louisiana.
That's a big fish. Yeah, looks like y'all gonna take the prize. This is a Bayside tournament winners. Dustin, tell me where you and Lindsay, what area y'all caught this fish?
We caught the fish in Lake Verret itself.
That's a big lake. What area? South or what?
North side of Lake Verret.
What's the best bait today?
Blue ice, stinger shad.
What you caught that big one on?
Blue ice stinger shad.
I tell you, it's beautiful.
Nice fish.
Good fish.
Real
Y'all
nice.
have, how many numbers y'all have?
Not many. We probably caught 12 fish. 12, 13 fish. But we got the right ones.
Get it closer.
All right, this is the third one this year. We're gonna do another one in October. So be ready, get your poles and your baits ready. And you can win one of these pretty plaques like this.
Where are we going?
It's may do Bell River Landing either side. Lake Verret off spillway if the water's down. So that's how we've done it before. So it just depends on what the water does.
Thank you.
Get the plaques.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave and crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. We're going to do a little something real quick here. We got a couple of news items and we got a tournament and rodeo report. We're going to try to put it all together since we got it. First off, let me talk about Captain Jimmy Fishing Rodeo that's coming up. It benefits Mighty Mark. It's beef fishing comes up in July the 20th. And July is a very, very busy month right now with rodeos and tournaments and everything else. Also, our good friends at Gotham over there in Central, they're going to have a tree stand safety class And it's going to be Saturday, July the 13th from 2 p.m. It's free. Now, the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries will be there. Tree stand manufacturers also be there, and it's a free event. They also, they had a day camp coming up. It's about full. Over there, the Central people were sponsoring it. But it is almost full up right now, but you can call Gotham and Central and find out a little bit more. They might have an opening, but it's free. July the 13th at 2 p.m., the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries and the tree stand manufacturers will be there. Another one, news, SMI 233, Corey Landry and all those guys from New Iberia. Corey is the Southwest Regional Director. They've been working on this, the Louisiana Reef Program. And in Sycamore Point, congratulations on them. It's going to be the Grevois boat, and it's South Morris Island. So that's something that's coming up. July the 20th, Slamboree Kayak Tournament out of Topwater Marina in Leadville. Everybody knows the two big tournaments, the Golden Medal is coming up this weekend, but then you go and you got the Grand Isle International Tarpon Rodeo, the oldest in the country, and then you got the Fall Pie in Venice. So those will be coming up the last weekend in July. Let me read this down. I got to do a shout out and congratulations to Christopher Cabral and Sam Acosta. They were fishing Pickwick Lake in Alabama, and they won the national championship, the TBF FLW, high school national champions. So y'all boys from North Lake Christian, congratulate to y'all. I don't want to miss nothing. I'm trying to roll right now. Tournament rodeo report right now. Cookie Jar, False River. First place is David Pluckett and Darryl Crumholt with 13.63, and they had Big Bass at 4.38. Now, I don't know, but keeping track with everything storming them incentives, they ought to be leading right now as far as total weight or the top team, because they've been, I've been seeing their name a lot. Storm, and the guys that do it, and the Waymaster Stuart Willon, they come in second again. Y'all saw the Glenn Davis Automobile Bayside. Let me tell you what, Dustin and Lindsay Boudreaux, they had that 10.48 and that big slab of 2.20. And what tickled me, everybody thought I was going to black cloud. They thought I was going to black cloud Leonard Klein, Peter, and David Pizzolata, but they come in third, and they come in third by only 4/100ths of a pound. So then they had Big Kevin Newman, Police Department. I saw, y'all don't see if y'all saw that in that video. Kevin had a big 1.72, but when that 2-pound O2 came in, Lindsay brought in, it was just knocked them all. The second place was Tim and Andre. They didn't give me their last name, but there it is, and they had 9.40 pounds. So those are the tournament and rodeo reports that I got. Let me see if anything's coming up. No, that's all of them. That's all the rodeos we got coming up and turning up. So don't forget the Fall Pie now. That's a big one over there. I know it's in competition, but some of these people fish both. I don't know how they do it, but they do a lot of running. But we hope the weather's going to be nice. So now, and by the way, the weather's supposed to be nice this weekend for the Golden Medal Fuson Rodeo. I'm going to start off with freshwater. I got a bunch of reports came in freshwater. Start off with Saline Lake. My good friends David Rapola, Lynn Vornado, Paul Boudreaux, and Josh Gallin. 251 total fish they caught over there. A couple of days they were fishing sac-a-lait, bass, brim, and he says the brim catch, the many crickets you brought, as many brim you could have caught. The water's going down, Saline. A couple of landings open up, but they're in the Saline Lake complex. You know, you also got Lorto. I told you last week they were catching Sac-a-lait. They were using spider rigs and even fishing in their little canals and stuff that are draining. They're piling up. So David told me they're catching bass, sac-a-lait, almost anything right now. Let me tell you what. Lake Verret, Tacopah, Stephenville, all those areas right there, the land is open. There's no wake zones in most places you go. The bass have been on spinner baits and buzz baits. You saw last week, Steve Fontana told us why he was catching those fish. So, and how he was catching those fish. He didn't tell you exactly where to do it. But if you saw the video, I mean, there's boats running up and down, people fishing. Catfish is unbelievable. The catfish bite in Lake Verret. In fact, we caught 3 or 4 when we was throwing them back, and I said, oh no, y'all giving me the fish? Y'all, we're gonna keep them catfish. So them catfish have already been filleted, and me and my friends are gonna be eating it. So the catfish, the best bait has been night crawlers, you know, but they were catching them on the sac-a-lait jigs and everything over there. So catfish are everywhere too. False River, let me tell you, there's a good report from False River. False River, you name it, catfish, bass, stripers, you know, with crankbaits in there, and the biggest brim in years, they're telling me. Another thing is, well, I'm gonna go back to Toledo Bend. I'm getting reports from there. Here's some pictures from the Mahi. Reese Mahi, Allie Mahi, and Riley Mahi. They were using little crankbaits over the humps and catching a variety of fish. And that's how they were fishing it. So, and freshwater. Let's see now what else we got. I'm leaving out. I got a report over here. The people saying in Gibson, they're catching a few in there, okay? They're catching a few fish in Gibson and Amelia area. Water's going down. Fishing sac-a-lait, brim, and bass. Fishing the tide now. The tide affects that a little bit more than doing it. So the only reports I got, I'm sorry, people didn't send me any more reports. I'm not getting any reports from Big Lake at all. I told y'all last week I was going to call, but I've been so busy. I even attempted one call, but I didn't get any results right now. So let's go to Shoreline Division. And this is it. We're going to close out with right now Delacroix. Let me tell you what's amazing about Delacroix. I'm getting reports from Tom LeBlanc, Ron Amy, and Cesar Garcia. They're finally catching a few, but they're catching reds. Got 2 bass, 17 striped bass. Also, I'm getting other people reporting catching. Jerry LaBella, who writes, you know, he's an outdoor writer and a big fisherman. He's a good friend. I got mutual friends now. I got to meet Maurice Hurst, and that's his buddy. Trying to get Maurice well. I'm gonna go fishing with him. They're catching white bass. Some people call them stripers, some come out. But I think these are true white bass they're catching right now. They're all over Hopedale and Delacroix and them that areas right now. Plus the redfish are still hot. Lake Catherine Island Marina. Miss Angie, Clint DeOmas, all the captains right now, still they're finding clear water. They're going back up in there off of Bourne, off of them places they're catching. They're catching all these fish. I'm telling you, most of them is redfish. The undersized fish they've been catching, starting to get a little bit bigger. You see these pictures coming from Island Marina. They're catching sheephead, they're catching flounder, they're catching everything over there. Don't let that algae bloom run you away. And by the way, if you get a chance, I don't know if I have time this week to go, but if you go to Chass's, you go to his Matrix Shad or the Dockside TV and look where all the redfish they catch them. One after another after another. You see the subdivisions there on the north part of the lake. Over there on the northeast side, all the subdivisions, they're killing them. All right, Cocodrie, a lot of reports coming from Trophy. Everywhere, they catch them. Using live shrimp, plastics, top water, getting in Cocodrie. Grand Isle, look, Tommy between them, they didn't forget calling this because everybody I know of been catching them in the Leeville area and in the Fouchon area. they're going to hit it just right. People going down there fish the tournaments right now. I got one that's real to my heart. Eli Hall, his first trout. He was fishing with Brian and Amy Hall and his grandparents, Seth and Amanda Smith. Look at this one. And then I got one in the Eugene Island area from Larry Drawon's daughter, Molly Doron. I call this Good Golly Miss Molly. Look at the size of these snappers. They were fishing out it, and they got run away with the storms, but that new boat he got, he sent me some video. I'm not going to show you, but he was running from the storm, and he was smoking it, getting in, had a great day. I'm going to show a box shot, too, by the way. And then to top it off on the saltwater report, let me go over here to my out-of-state friends. The 14-year-old Santa Mar, Cole Legnon. He fished in Delray, Florida, Lake Ida. He caught a little bit of everything. They said they caught so many fish doing it in 2.5 days, but they had largemouth bass, they had stripers, peacock bass, and some other stranger. They Captain Butch Mosey, and he had 174 fish in 2.5 days. Congratulations! He's going to be a freshman at Dutchtown? Santa Mar, excuse me. Luke, you got it blessed. You blessed, boy. You got a dad in them. You fish in Florida, you fish here. Join that high school bass fishing, because you're going to be a champion one day. I want to congratulate you. And then my good friend, Martin Mouton. He's work took him to South Carolina, but he's taking all he learned down here. They're fishing them close rigs right now, or them close, the different reefs inside in South Carolina out of Charleston. He was fishing with Captain Justin Clark, and they caught a little bit of everything. They caught lemon fish and a whole bunch of fish. Martin, thank you for sending that picture. I know you want to get home one time, but they're treating you so good you might not want to. I hope I got everything in the first 30-minute show in 18 years from Paradise, Louisiana. Let's see how we work it out, how Chris do. Come back, and we'll see you next week. Paradise, Louisiana. Thank God for Louisiana.
This is your weekly trip to Paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.